I certainly hope that rude C7 unit didn't send you over here. Those more recent... I think he should be replaced, or shipped down to maintenance to direct droids there. But I cannot see... Oh, I wouldn't go that far, despite what others would say. Some droids undergo radical changes with each generation. Each numeric jump in sequence can have wide... But then, you are a new model yourself. I wouldn't Now, was there something I could help? I see. Well, good day to you then.
I am sorry, but only authorized cargo droids are allowed. No. In fact, I do not... I see. Well, I have no current use. If you do not wish to comply with these instructions... Good. Now... Yes, what... Shouldn't you be getting back to work? As I said, only authorized cargo droids. Shouldn't you be getting...
Oh, you're back. That C7 droid absolutely infuriates me. I would be happy to help you, but as long as that... Well, if the C7 unit were to be disabled, my... Yes?
As I said... You can't be serious. I am not in need of deactivation. How dreadful.
What's all the commotion? Oh, I see. Well, that... Yes, of course. I'll get that open. Just a moment. There. You're welcome.
This area is restricted. Please return. Please excuse my companion. He is easily excitable and takes our duty very seriously, in the hopes of avoiding an incident. Door? I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. There is nothing of the sort. Lying to you? but that would go against my programming. Please, as I said. Now, T1N1. He is right about your size. Being touchy about it won't change anything. Really, you're much too Oh my, this is what I was afraid of. Companion. He has always been excited. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And if I tried to leave... Oh my, you startled me. What are you doing here? I monitor the transponder codes of all ships leaving the docks, then transmit departure. The information is sent to a remote computer system. Oh, I see. In that case, I will upload the transponder codes to... You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go back to monitoring the traffic. It is important that relevant I'm sorry. I'm quite busy at the moment. I'm sorry. I'm quite busy at the moment.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
Come confident statement. You have the list of Voga's launch codes. Surprised statement. You are foolish. Amused query. I think you will find. Incredulous statement. Ratio achieved. Systems failing, master. Master.
Please enter the warehouse and report. Wait! Where are you going? You are not authorized to leave the warehouse.
There you are. What kept you? Yeah, I know there's droids in the warehouse. So what? He says he's got the transponder codes to Voga's freighters. One that can... We can change the ID signature of the Ebon Hawk and get to... We could go to the repair shop by the landing pad to overhaul the Ebon Hawk's codes. From there, we should make a nice target.
Count me in.
Yeah, right. You're the one who wanted to sell her to Goto in the first place.
Yeah. And I don't like being cheated. Trust me. Goto's yacht is going to have some pretty heavy defenses.
Loka kamaran endosoran we
Hawait matiwa to turn over them.
tonoranga manakan ipo inshawa tanabewe tandi kuroto.
Uh-oh. We've got insects. Looks like the Gand... Yeah. The whole colony up and left some mid-rim world to come here, no one knows why. I guess whatever price is on our head is enough to wake them up. The problem is, there's hundreds of them. Just like the... We're not getting out of here without a fight. Ready?
Time to take you down to size.
Like that? That's another one for me. That's another one for me.
Where that came from? Just say the word.
That's another one for me.
I hear you.
You interrupting me for a reason? I have a lot of work to do, to manage here, right? So, what is it?
More where that came from. I hear you.
Let's see what you got. Ready? That's another one.
I hear you.
Ready?
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Deru inturunto wakare koe wap gerebu. Tere wana jun konata delo raguno tuna. Dosane grava. Tere wana jun konata.
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha. Moka Kamaran and Doso ran with no Chabi. Do Taranamo Sibu and Das. Moka Kamaran and Doso ran with no Chabi.
I was expecting someone taller. I hope you are not in too much pain to hear my words and understand them. I am Kotor, one of the officials representing a percentage of non-sanctioned trading here in both the... And I had a question for you. Are you a Good. I am already wasting precious minutes in granting you this audience, and I do not wish. I have gone to considerable expense and effort to bring you. Yes, but I am not in the habit of asking for things. And you, there is something important to me I need protected. The Republic. What happened on Paragus has set in motion events that I can no longer control. Not to be melodramatic, but this has occupied much of my attention, and there seems to be no predictable way to resolve the situation. In one standard month, the Republic will collapse. Not due to war or secession, but it is unknown to all but a few. But the Sith won the Jedi Civil War. Even with... Rather than remain and help solidify the Republic, however, Revan chose to leave known space. A frustrating... There is something moving in the galaxy that lies beyond the ability of my instruments to detect or predict. Whatever this presence is, it is staging strikes at key figures throughout the Kotor. A Miraluka world in the Mid-Rim was one such place. I have reason to suspect there was a gap. I cannot find any pattern in these attacks, and it is a source of frustration to me. There is some clue, however, that perhaps the Jedi are... You misunderstand me. I do not wish to stop the Sith. It is simply important to me that the infighting amongst these Jedi religious branches be resolved so the galaxy may be put back together. I do not care which one triumphs. I only want the universe to settle down for a while, catch its breath. You could say I am something of a patriot. Although I was unable to serve during the troubles with the Mandalorians, or... The problem is I can find no side to choose. Both are hidden. It is like a Dejaric board, where neither player can see the other, nor see all the people. Azak bores me. I often suspect my opponent of cheating. I prefer predictable... Excellent. There is no margin for error when I say that these Sith seek to murder you and all Jedi. And when they dispose of you, there will be nothing left to stop. Ah, well, there. You have a tendency to cause dangerous repercussions wherever you go, and I am a businessman. The Republic needs to... whether it is led by the Sith or some... It is the proximity alarm. We are under attack. Somehow your allies have found you. Unexpected. You will remain here under guard. I must see to the defense of my ship.
Announcement. We seek to make Kotor aware of our services. If that means blowing up planets, slaughtering entire species, or our predecessor would never understand our directives. He was slow, weak, and his vocabulary was prone to static. Accuracy ratio achieved.
Let us end this.
What is it? I shall let this one sleep. You are no match for us. I will silence this one. I will silence this one.
They have gotten farther than I calculated, but they shall go. Deploy the guard droids. Raise the force fields. We will trap them within the ship. Activate the mines. Let us see how far they get now.
How may I serve? What is it? This looks to be a control center of some sort.
I suggest you surrender. Your chances for escaping this vessel are near zero, and your ship and your lives are mine. Visitors. I don't know how many more of these pests I can disintegrate. What remains of the bounty hunters have found me. Now it is time to cue the detonation sequence.
Donos Imaragith, Wanarakorachi Drumta sa Inchobin Sasha. Dosima. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kos. Yeah.
are no match for us.
Mechana creve mopa. Tamasuna ramga mak chochane. Anta scream so.
This shall not stop us for long. How many? What is it? How may I serve?
I can't believe we just blew up Goto's yacht. That's gonna destabilize crime throughout this whole sector.
Yeah, well, you'll understand if I hold back the tears.
You don't understand. Crime in the YouTube system, it's like the economy. Plus the power vacuum, Even if Voga gets up and running again, the system is going to be feeling the effects for years to come.
Yeah, well, at least we didn't find that Jedi Master with the weird name. Zez, Kai, whatever it is.
Zez Kyle? Well, that's not true. I already found him. Actually, he found me first. He hired me to watch out for you, keep Goto off your back until he could meet with you. We'll need to head back to Nar Shaddaa, to that safe house off the docks. I said I'd meet up with him there if we ran into any trouble. What do you want now?
If you thought to escape my notice so easily, you would be wrong. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift, this droid. It will serve you well on your journey. I'm afraid I do not understand what you... As I indicated, this unit will also serve as an effective voice for... I cannot harm you. You are the key. Pray that you do not prove yourself.
So, you have returned from exile. Kavar thought you might, if only to wander your old battlegrounds. But I did not think you would come. Still, you were always a difficult one to read, both when you were tied to the Force, and even more when it was lost to you. I do not know. It was a sense he had, and he had served in war, as you had. Perhaps he felt you were the key to understanding the threat we face. The others were not so certain, but so many of them are gone. He sensed some connection between you and many of the worlds touched by war. He thought by traveling to such places, he could achieve... No doubt. I think the answers will provide us both with some measure of peace. They have scattered, but there is purpose in their movements. It is both dark. Somehow, we, are being targeted through the Force. So we have chosen places where it is difficult to sense others through the Force, whether unplanned. In such places, we may conceal ourselves, gather information, without presenting ourselves as targets. It was part of... Yes, he felt if our enemy cannot detect us, then perhaps they... And we knew that the war would be lost if we continued to act as we had. I do not know where they wander now. There are few of us, though. Too few. Vrook still lives? I had not felt his presence for... It is a long story, but there is no harm in you knowing. Only a handful of us remained after the Jedi Civil War, barely 100 in number. The only pattern we determined is that when Jedi gathered, they were seen no more. At the last Jedi conclave on the Miraluka world of Kotor, the entire planet... It was only then that we realized we were facing something far more powerful than we knew how to fight. We could not allow the fact that when we gathered, we placed everything around us, and we could not fight an enemy that will not reveal itself. But any Jedi, anyone who... I know little about it. I know whatever this threat was, it was targeting us and everything around us. If it believed us defeated, then perhaps it would finally show itself. It was Kavar's plan. He was always the greatest tactician. We told you it was because you followed Revan to war, but you ask, nor were we. The day we cast you out, that is the moment I decided to leave the Order, because I do not believe we truly faced the reasons you were I think it was because we were afraid. It is a difficult thing to live one's life with the Force. Very... I had thought perhaps that here upon the Smuggler's Moon, the bounties on Jedi and their disappearance, And the strong currents of life here on Nar Shaddaa make perceiving a Force user difficult. I could use it. No, you are right. It is not. It is difficult to detect a Force. This threat we face. To live life without the Force, to vanish and die and leave only an echo. I can only imagine what it must have been like for you. But even that imagining cannot compare with the truth. But there is more than that. From the failure of the Masters, from our failure to properly... There have been so many failures by teachers who believed in the code with all their being. Master Arca failed Ulik. For all the acts we do to preserve the galaxy from such an arrogance, Exar Kun, Ulik Keldroma, Malak, Revan, you, all Jedi. There is something wrong in the Force. You can hear it echo on Nar Shaddaa, sometimes when the moon is on orbit. And I think that maybe, perhaps, to forsake the Force as you taught me something important in the Council Chamber long ago. You were right to do what you did. Everything you did. Very well. Is that what you think? We did no such thing, but it is a technique that has been used. It is a rare sentence, and to my knowledge it has only been done once. What caused your loss, I fear, was different. I am not certain I understand it. We did not understand it fully then, and only recently do I feel we may have become enlightened. The other masters may have more knowledge of this, but I do not. Does it matter? It seems your power has returned. Very... Ah, so the records of your trial were found. Good. Sometimes I think this, but I have no answer for you, as much as I would like to give one. And Kavar was a friend. If we were gathered as one... Yes, such bonds are a connection that can be formed at moments of crisis, or it is most common between two beings who are sensitive to the Force. It was something you were gifted with, as I recall, before your fall. You formed such attachments, even Vrook could not ignore it, which is saying something. I do not know. A bond between two living beings is not something easily broken. It is not to break a bond, your feelings would have to change, or one of you would have to die. But even then... It is... Now I must take up the role I was ready to cast aside. This threat has finally... I did not speak fully of what I have felt. Staying on Nar Shaddaa, I, too, lost a Padawan on Malachor. Not to the battle, but to the and I was not the only Jedi Master to watch a student... No, they were not to blame, but many of the Order did so. Perhaps the Council, perhaps the Order itself. It is easy to cast blame, but it is perhaps time the Order accepted responsibility for their teachings. Not once did I hear one of the Council claim responsibility for Revan, for Exar Kun. Yet, you were the only one who came back from the wars to face our judgment. And rather than attempting to understand why you did what you did, we punished you instead. Our one chance to see where we had gone wrong, and we cast it aside. And now, that decision has come back to us and may carry with it. Perhaps there is something wrong in us, in our teachings, and though I tried, I could not cause that thought to leave me. And I was not the only one. That is why many scattered, and why many in the Republic do. Make no mistake, I am no Jedi. This is the end, you see. After this, and I think it will be for the best. Do you wish to do battle now? It provides no comfort at all, for reasons in which, suffice to say, redemption was not Revan's choice, and I have never believed those of the Council who attempt to console themselves. But we have spoken enough, I think, and words, I think, dull us both. This form you may have already seen much of during the Mandalorian Wars, but it is fitting to speak. Ataru is the name given to the movements of this form. Though it is aggressive, it is focused. This form is somewhat less useful in deflecting blaster shots. Use it. Perhaps exile has been good to you indeed. It has certainly not. I shall go to Dantooine, to the ruins of the Enclave, and thank you, exile.
Something out.
Unnecessary observation. Annoying recitation.
You interrupting me, Freddy? What? Do I look like a peasant? Fine, I do. Now that freighter... Fasak...
Unnecessary. And no rest. Failing, master.
Nishasa Achutuko. Nagaprota. Nishasa. No.
Imagina nada, me olvidé de nervos. Ahora kau rusak lewat kalah, betul?
Back again, I see. That's so. Well, you're in luck. I got plenty of it. All right. Guess you weren't as desperate as I... Here's the flask. Aged to...
Yes.
Kuinka kiliput malja nuis? Chichiskabölle, tapichayubon, bograkinun chubagrat wiki. Chichiskabölle, tapichayubon, yunbölle, Jopitiman punjame. Sashange bedwana mulira. Watagritugj. Botma. Chichiskabula. Tapicha. Bograki. Botmalia. Nah.
Shasa achuto gonkura.
Did you hear? The Republic's destroyed Goto's yacht. Blew it up right in order.
Charity.
Thank you so much for curing me.
Thank you so... Hey, thanks for saving me.
Dovrei kun mili vuosas limapu wanga sawana muta. Hihi, winti katta non prati itunko disirci.